Hey guys, it's time to get into the baseball again, and it's probably about time we talked about the Red Sox and how bad we've been. At the moment, as of the 15th of August, we are last in the AL East. We are 6 and 14. We are very bad at throwing the baseball and not that great at hitting the baseball. I'm going to start off on a bit more of a positive note and kind of shine light on the guys who've been doing well, and then eventually get to the dog shit, as in the bullpen, the rotation, and general throwing of the baseball. So we're going to start off with Kevin Pillar, one of our off-season additions. Been incredible in the outfield already, which we knew he was going to be, but still he's given more in the bat. He's batting .322 with a home run, 7 RBIs, and 812 OPS. He's not the kind of guy who's going to, the ball doesn't pop off the bat. He's not going to bang 20, probably even 15 plus home runs a season. But he's getting on base, he's giving the guys like JD Martinez, Rafael Devers, Xander obviously the opportunity to get runs in. They haven't, first of all, bar Xander. Bogarts is the next guy I want to highlight and show how good he's doing. 274 batting average, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, 841 OPS. Still struggling in the infield. It's frustrating because he shows flashes of getting better, but then he has the errors, he has the fumbles. He is our star player, more or less, because how good he's at the plate. So like I said, he's doing unbelievably well. Mitch Moreland has 6 home runs and 12 RBIs already this season. He, for some reason, he has more home runs than JD Martinez has. 4 more home runs than him. It's like they took places. He's hitting moonshots. So happy with Mitch Moreland, what he's doing. Alex Verdugo, another off-season addition that we got in the Mookie Betts trade. We hope from a lot from him, and he's showing it early. He's doing fantastic in the outfield. He's robbing home runs, he's making plays. At the plate, 258 batting average, 4 home runs, 7 RBIs, 791 OPS. Not doing that great, but that's kind of the way the Red Sox are going at the moment. But like I said, he's showing a lot of promise. He's showing he can be a star in this team, and he's showing it early, which is nice to see that we got something in return for Mookie. That's turning out well. Like he said himself in an interview, Verdugo's not there to replace Mookie. He's not going to step in his shoes. Mookie is a generational talent, and we're hoping Verdugo can at least be an all-star and just perform well, really, and make up and fill in the gap as much as he can for a historic player, a generational talent like Mookie Betts that we gave away because we weren't willing to pay him what the Dodgers paid him. Next, I'm going to go with, so I went through Pilar, Verdugo, Xander. Michael Chavis is doing well enough. 300 batting average, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, 892 OPS. I think the fact you're seeing the low RBIs is showing how little we're doing, but I think the biggest thing, probably the most positive thing I can take from the Red Sox at the moment is offensively we're not doing that bad. We're 8th in the entire AL in runs scored, and I think we're 16th in the entire MLB, which isn't great, but 8th in the AL isn't bad, especially when most of our games are in the AL. So like, it can improve, but my optimism comes from the fact that we are getting the ball in. I look for guys like JD, I'm going to get on to the guys who are struggling now, but when you have the likes of JD Martinez, who has that home run moonshot power, which you know he is, he's a 30-40 home run year kind of guy. You have Rafael Devers, who has that. When he starts seeing the ball, he's just hacking at the moment. It's not looking very good for him. Jackie Bradley or not, but he'll get on base hopefully. Benintendi or hope turns it around as well, because like we have like that best thing, the likes of Pilar, Verdugo, Xander, you do expect power. Like these kind of guys are getting on base. Chavis is slowly getting better on base. Like these guys are getting on base for the likes of when Benintendi when he gets back to the Benintendi we hope he will be. He struggled last year, struggling again this year. Jackie Bradley, you hope he gets on base. You don't want or expect 20 home run seasons from Jackie Bradley, but you want him to at least get on base because he has the incredible defense. But defense isn't always going to win games. It's at the moment it's what we need badly because of how our bullpen is playing. As bad as it's been with 6 and 14, I think second last in the entire MLB as of the 15th of August. Looking at the runs scored, it shows promise that when the guys like JD Martinez, Rafael Devers, Benintendi, those are the kind of guys I'm looking at for the kind of higher 25 plus home runs a season, or what you're looking for them. And even Vasquez at the moment, Christian Vasquez blew up the other day, has 4 home runs, 11 RBIs. Now he is batting .242, which isn't that bad with a 733 OPS. So like you're hoping that these kind of guys get you where you need to be. Now, they can only get you wins when the bullpen and rotation is putting you in places like that. This is where the drop off in the Red Sox hits hard, and it hits pretty fast. They are 29th in ERA this year and 29th in batting average. They are giving up almost 6 runs a game, and teams are batting .288 against them. You're not going to win games. There is no offense in the league. The pitching is so bad that no matter how good your offense is, no matter if you've Bellinger, Betts, Yelich, Trout all on the same team probably, you're not going to be able to hold up when your team is giving up 6 runs a game. It's frustrating because, like, look at this. Nato Eovaldi is doing well. No, he's not. I'm trying to be optimistic here. He's not. He's a 4 ERA, 1-1 through 4 games. He's a 1.27 whip, which isn't bad, 24 strikeouts. He's getting guys out, but he's getting hit a lot. And as your ace with a 4 ERA is not good enough. It's decent for a rotational guy, which is what he was when we had the likes of Porcello, Sale, and Price. As a rotation guy, he was fine. Now you're ace, you're giving up 4 runs a game. Martin Perez is doing well, 3.38 ERA, 1.22 whip with 16 strikeouts, but he doesn't have the kind of stuff like a Chris Sale that's going to make guys miss that often. He's not going to win you games. And then obviously we don't have any decent closers. Kimbrel was there for a while. He was what we needed. Let him go for some weird reasons. Wouldn't pay him. Now obviously he's struggling. I think he's at the Cubs now, wherever he is. Struggling, so maybe that turned out well. But we have no one there to, when the game is on the line, to get guys out. Now, yeah, Philip Valdez, Jesus, is doing alright. When he's in there, he's kind of playing as a mid-relief pitcher, kind of middle of the game, not really closing it. Brandon Workman, not great. He's just not. His ERA is not. Like, he's a 1.8 ERA, but he's a 2.1 whip. So, like, he's not 2.12 whip. So, like, he's giving up a lot of hits in games and walks per 9. He's ridiculous. It's just, when you have a team that has no starting pitchers below 3.38 ERA, and when that 3.38 is not your ace, that means your ace, you don't have an ace really. Martin Perez, as much as I love him, and he's really carrying this bullpen at the moment, really. It's not what we need. Kyle Hart came up with his first MLB debut today. It was horrendous. There's just not a lot of promise in the bullpen. We're spending a lot of money, but we're not putting it in the right places. We need to put money. I don't know who he's in. Make some trades. Like, we need. Like, we have nobody coming up off the top of my head I think that's going to be in the near future get us back to a playoff team. Our offense needs, like I said, offensively again, Martinez, Devers, Benintendi, all these guys got to get back into their ways of what we know they can do, and then we might start winning games. But then, like I said, if you can't stop teams from scoring, it's going to be hard to keep up with them. This is not. It's not streaky. It's just not good. Basically, we have the worst rotation bullpen in the MLB. 29th says a lot in both categories. Roenick is dropping Bogarts to some guys, and Pilar. It's just not. Nothing looks good there, and it's hard to watch because you watch every game, you hope for the best. You're getting slaughtered by the likes of the Orioles. The Orioles, for fuck's sake, are. Let me just look straight away. The Orioles are 11-8. You look at the Orioles roster; they are not a better roster than what we have. Toronto, yes, fair enough. Tampa Bay, fair enough. We should not be this far back. It's just not good. Basically, my hopes are, I want to finish. Since it's only 60 games, I'm hoping we finish at least 6 over at least at 500. Isn't that be over? If you bang on 500, 13-30, I'm happy out. But the Red Sox are not an organization that should be last in the AL East whatsoever. We should start spending money. We're not even spending money. We need to. It's almost like we just need to start building up a farm system again. Cause I can't think of anybody coming up other than Jeter Downs, who we traded for first of all, has that kind of potential coming up. It can get there, but it's like we need a better hitting coach. We need a lot to be done. Better pitching. A lot needs to be fixed. Pitching needs to be fixed. Our farm system badly needs to be fixed. And our big guys, like I said, JD Martinez, Rafael Devers, who's supposed to be our future, they need to get back on it really. They are what we're dependent on to score runs are those two, and Xander obviously. like the way Mitch Moreland's playing and Vasquez was batting should be like, oh, that's a nice add-on to what JD and Rafael are doing. Not, oh, they're making up what Rafael and JD are doing, but at a lower rate than what they would have been. So basically, there's a lot going wrong. It's hard to watch, and I'm trying to be optimistic. It's hard, but I just have to trust it's hard to trust in the front office to let Mookie Betts walk, first of all. So like, it's just a hard spot to be in, really. So yeah, that's kind of my it's not really quick, really, review of how the Red Sox are doing as of the 15th, just in case this doesn't go out in that soon enough time. So yeah, let me know what you think the Red Sox need to do, what they can do, what they're doing wrong, which is a lot, in the comments below. Like, subscribe, hit the notification alert so you actually see us, because I know the whole YouTube thing is weird like that. And thank you to anybody who watched this, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.